TAIHEIZAN sake is Japan's premier rice wine. It is named after the massive tranquil mountain northeast of Akita City, the prefecture's capital. The family-owned Kodama Brewing Company, located north of the city, has also produced soy sauce and miso bean paste since 1879. This film will introduce you to their sake making process. Only certain species of rice can be used to make sake. The first step is to remove each rice kernel's outer layer of proteins and lipids, a process called milling or polishing. For premium sake, as much as 40% of each rice kernel's outer layer is removed. The making of fine sake requires clean rice and pure water. The polished rice is washed and then carefully soaked for a limited period in Akita's crystal clear water that flows each spring from snow-capped mountains into picturesque rivers and lakes. Today's sake, like wine, is made with technologically advanced equipment. The milled, washed and soaked rice is steamed in large stainless steel vats for a carefully timed period, monitored by experienced brewers dressed in white. The firmness of each rice kernel's outer layer is preserved as the inside becomes soft and moist. This makes it easier for the koji mold to convert the rice's starch to sugar, discussed later. The steamed rice is carefully gathered into white cloth and carried to bamboo mats, where it is spread to cool. Brewers take the cooled, steamed rice to the koji muro, a place brewers revere as sacred. Sake for centuries has been sipped at Shinto rituals, like wine at Christian ceremonies. This is true be it an imperial visit to a Shinto shrine, a wedding, or when paying respect to one's ancestors. Shinto's special relationship to sake is evident from the Shinto priest annual blessings of breweries and brewers' display of Shinto symbols. Koji, the mold, vital for changing the starch in rice into sugar. The koji is slowly spread over the freshly steamed rice. Critical to this step is maintaining the appropriate temperature and humidity during the 2 days needed for the koji to do its work. Brewing TAIHEIZAN sake requires that only experienced brewers have sole responsibility to manually maintain the appropriate temperature and humidity. A small amount of steamed rice with koji added is mixed with fresh water and yeast cells, moto, in a small vat. This makes a highly concentrated liquid that causes the yeast cells to grow vigorously. Bubbles quickly form on the surface, which show that the yeast is multiplying, a process that continues for 2 to 3 weeks. The yeast starter, or moto, the steamed rice, additional fresh water, and the rice mixed with koji are blended together in large vats. This mixture is moromi, the main mash. Traditionally, the process is done in 3 successive steps over 4 days, and the final mixture is fermented for 20 to 30 days. For premium sake, the fermented main mash is pressed by placing it in cotton bags. These are hung to allow gravity to slowly squeeze the mash. This filters the sake as it drips from the bags. The filtered sake is then pasteurized to ensure purity. Finally, the new sake is pumped into large green storage tanks, where it is aged for about 6 months. The brewmaster checks the aroma and taste. Only when he is satisfied can the sake be distributed for sale. The Kodama family is justifiably proud of its company's heritage and excellent products. TAIHEIZAN sake has won Japan's national sake competition and received gold medals annually at Europe's Monde Selection international competition since 2000. Anyone who enjoys the best of food and drink is certain to agree. TAIHEIZAN sake will always satisfy their quest for the best. TAIHEIZAN, Ganpai!